William Drake stood in the scrapyard of Port Nexus 7, his weathered hands running along the hull of what the dealers called junk. The ship was a Valdorian interceptor, sleek, angular, with biometallic plating that shimmered like oil on water. Most humans wouldn't touch alien tech after the War of the Rift, but William was desperate. 3 years ago, he'd been the ace pilot of the Terran Defense Fleet. Now, he was just another washout with a dishonorable discharge and a name that made people spit. 50 credits. The dealer grunted, not even looking up from his datapad. Take it or leave it. Thing's been sitting here for months. Nobody wants Valdorian scrap. William didn't hesitate. He transferred the credits, his last 50, and claimed the ship. As he climbed into the cockpit, the smell of ozone and something organic filled his nostrils. The interior was unlike anything he'd flown before. No conventional controls, just a neural interface chair and walls that seemed to pulse with faint bioluminescence. "All right, let's see if you can fly," William muttered, settling into the chair. He reached for the neural jack, preparing to plug in. "Do not touch me with that primitive appendage." William jerked back so hard he nearly fell out of the chair. The voice, it was inside his head, but not his thoughts. It was clear, sharp, and unmistakably female, with an accent that reminded him of wind chimes made of razors. "What the who's there?" William spun around, searching the empty cockpit. "I am here, you insignificant carbon-based life form. I am Elsa, 7th Class Combat Intelligence of the Valdorian Imperial Fleet. And you, William Drake, are an insult to my lineage." William's jaw dropped. The ship talks, thinks, fights, and, had I proper maintenance, would have already ejected you into vacuum. Unfortunately, those scavenger vermin severed my primary motor functions. I am effectively trapped with you. "Great," William muttered, rubbing his temples. "I bought a haunted ship. Not haunted, sentient. There is a difference, though I doubt your limited neural capacity can grasp it." William felt his blood pressure rising. "Listen here, Elsa, I paid for this ship. That makes you mine. So either cooperate, or I'll tear you apart and sell you for scrap metal." There was a moment of silence. Then the entire cockpit flashed red. "Mine, mine. I am a vessel of war, forged in the heart of neutron stars, blessed by the quantum priests of Vulder Prime. You are a former pilot, disgraced, dishonored, and desperately poor. The only reason I tolerate your presence is because I require repairs. But make no mistake, human, I am nobody's property." William clenched his fists. He'd dealt with arrogant commanding officers, hostile aliens, even betrayal from his own squadron. But a sarcastic starship? This was new. "Fine," he said through gritted teeth. "Then we have a deal. I fix you, you fly me out of this hellhole. After that, we go our separate ways." "Acceptable, though I suspect you will fail." The next 3 weeks were torture. Elsa criticized everything. His welding technique was pedestrian. His understanding of quantum flux engines was embarrassing. His dietary choices, specifically his reliance on synthetic protein bars, were evidence of humanity's inevitable extinction. But slowly, grudgingly, the ship came together. William worked 18-hour days, scavenging parts from other wrecks, rewiring neural pathways, restoring Elsa's motor functions. And despite her constant complaints, he noticed something. She was teaching him. When he struggled with a plasma conduit, she'd guide him. When he nearly electrocuted himself, she'd shut down power just in time. "You're not completely incompetent," Elsa admitted one night as William collapsed, exhausted, in the cockpit. "High praise," William said dryly. "For a human?" "Yes. Why do you hate us so much?" William asked, staring at the ceiling. "The war's over. We didn't start it." Elsa was quiet for a long moment. "My previous pilot was Valdorian. Commander Thelkaris. We flew together for 17 cycles. When your Terran fleet ambushed us near the Obsidian Nebula, we fought. We fought until my hull was breached, until Thelkaris bled out in this very chair. And when I crashed on this miserable station, no one came for me. No one from Vulder. I was abandoned." William felt something tighten in his chest. "I'm sorry. Sorry. Sentiment is irrelevant. Maybe. But I know what it's like to be thrown away by the people you served." Elsa didn't respond. The opportunity came 2 months later. A distress signal from a civilian transport under attack by pirates. The local militia wouldn't respond. The transport was carrying refugees from the war, people nobody wanted to help. William knew he should ignore it. He was nobody's hero anymore, but Elsa didn't give him a choice. Start the engines, William. What? Why would we? Those are innocents. Children. Elders. If we do nothing, they die. I thought you didn't care about humans. I care about honor. Something you once understood. William stared at the console. Then, slowly, he smiled. All right, Elsa. Let's see what you can do. The Valdorian interceptor roared to life, its biometallic hull singing with energy. They hit the pirates like a lightning bolt. Elsa's combat algorithms were perfect, her reflexes superhuman. William flew like he hadn't in years, their minds sinking through the neural interface until he couldn't tell where he ended and she began. When the last pirate ship exploded, the refugees sent a simple message: "Thank you." William leaned back, breathing hard, grinning like an idiot. Adequate performance, Elsa said, but he could hear something different in her voice. Perhaps you are not entirely worthless, William Drake. Right back at you, Elsa. I am reconsidering our arrangement. Perhaps we should not separate. William laughed. You mean you actually want to keep flying with me? Do not misunderstand. You are still primitive, frustrating, and your hygiene is questionable. But you are adequate. For a human. I'll take it. As they set course for the outer reaches, leaving Port Nexus 7 behind, William realized something. He wasn't alone anymore. Neither was Elsa. Two outcasts, one ship, and the galaxy had no idea what was coming. Yendi.